From News Channel 15, winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award for the nation's best community college TV station, you're watching News Channel 15 Tonight with Kyle Peach. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Hi, good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kyle Peach. Here's a look at what's going on tonight. Schools in the North City, Omaha infield district, with the exception of the high school, were put on secure mode today after getting word from the White County Sheriff's Office that they had received information about a concerning statement made by a minor on social media that could potentially affect the schools. The schools were put in secure until it was resolved. The high school not placed in secure because the situation was addressed quickly, according to officials, and by the time the school's principal was notified, that situation was resolved. WMCL says the White County Sheriff's Office, North City Police, and NCOE school resource officer thoroughly investigated the situation, and it was not deemed to be a viable threat. Area arrest. The Lawrence County State's Attorney, Brady Waldrop, has added additional charges against a man arrested this past weekend. WAKO reports 26-year-old Raymond Godfrey of Lawrenceville was arrested Saturday by Lawrenceville police, originally charged with 2 counts of unlawful discharge of a firearm. Now, 2 additional counts of attempted first-degree murder have been lodged against him. Godfrey was being held in the Lawrence County Jail and will remain there pending a court hearing. Fairfield police on Friday responded to Mach 1 concerning a retail theft. WFIW says 39-year-old Cody L. Massey of Fairfield left before officers arrived, but was found at the intersection of Northwest 7th and Elm Streets and was taken into custody for retail theft. A search found suspected meth on his person as well. Fairfield police also arrested 3 people of Fairfield Thursday night for residential burglary as officers were called to the 700 block of George Street to investigate a trespassing complaint. The home's owner arrived home and found people in the home as well as a white SUV in the driveway. The suspects fled from the scene on foot. A short time later, 47-year-old April Turner and 18-year-old Harley Gibson, both of Fairfield, were found on Dar Street. They, along with 52-year-old Justin Downen of Fairfield, were arrested for residential burglary, including theft of dogs and of property. The Wayne County Sheriff's Department arrested 2 people this weekend. 62-year-old Timothy Hutchison was arrested Saturday by police for possession of meth, and 69-year-old Thomas McSparron was arrested Saturday for violating an order of protection. And the Lawrence County Sheriff's Department Monday arrested 44-year-old Richard Walls of Lawrenceville for domestic battery. A 3-vehicle accident with injuries in White County Saturday. The White County Sheriff's Office says just before 3, a deputy responded to the crash on Illinois 141 at County Road 1200 East. The White County Ambulance Service, Gallatin County Ambulance, New Haven Fire, and Gallatin County Sheriff's Office also responded. It was determined that there was a rear-end accident there. A pickup truck driven by James Nelson of Springerton was stopped in the westbound lane of 141, waiting for oncoming vehicles to pass so he could turn south onto the Shawneetown New Haven Road. When an SUV driven by Samantha Moore of Marion was stopped behind the pickup truck, another car driven by Danielle Bradley of El Dorado for unknown reasons crashed into the back of that SUV, which then pushed into the back of the truck. A total of 6 people were taken to area hospitals for evaluation. A 13-year-old boy was airlifted as a precaution. All of those vehicles towed from the scene. Fairfield police responded to an accident with injuries Saturday at South 1st and Broadway Streets. WFIW says Scott Foster of Fairfield was southbound on 1st in a 2018 Ford Excursion when a 15 Buick Regal traveling east on Broadway failed to stop at a stop sign and pulled into Foster's path. That Buick, driven by 16-year-old Justin Wilson of Fairfield, who along with 2 passengers, Wilson and those 2 passengers, taken to Fairfield Memorial Hospital for treatment. The crash is under investigation. And Wayne County deputies called to a property damage crash last Thursday on County Road 1700 North at 1125 East. Deputies say a 2012 Ford F-150 driven by 16-year-old Vincent Hillenbrand of Sisney was eastbound when he failed to stop at a stop sign and struck a 2019 Chevy headed southbound driven by 46-year-old Jacob Heisner of Sisney. There were no injuries. Hillenbrand cited for disobeying a traffic control device. Units of the Lawrence Allison Fire Protection District, along with other agencies, responded to a structure fire on Monday afternoon. WAKO says the fire was about 3 miles to 4 miles north of Lawrenceville on Route 1 as a building used to store farming equipment was destroyed along with its contents. No firm damage estimate available. Other details are under investigation. And Fairfield Rural Fire Department responded to a truck fire shortly after 4 o'clock Monday afternoon on I-64 at mile marker 109. WFIW says upon arrival, firemen discovered a Chevy S10 fully involved. The truck was owned by Jeffrey Medler of Albion. There were no injuries reported. To area school board meeting news now. WSJD reports that the District 348 School Board met last night. The board approved its tentative 2025 budget to be acted upon during the board's meeting in September. In personnel matters, the board approved the retirement of high school literature teacher Michael Gordon at the end of the 2029 school year. Resignations from 0 to 3 program director Sarah Pearson and individual assistants Samantha Tice, Rhonda Banks, Amber Norick, and Kaylin Thompson were approved. The board hired Nicole Kramer as part-time private tutor for St. Mary's, Jamie Tolliver, part-time lunch recess assistant at the grade school, Samantha Tice as daytime custodian at the junior-senior high, Amanda Deneau as a kindergarten classroom assistant, Molly Seals, Linda Michaels, and Christina Dickinson as individual assistants. Luke Simmons and Matt McCarty hired as co-junior high athletic directors, with McCarty also hired as junior high head cross-country coach. And volunteer junior high baseball coaches Samuel Zuber and Eric Andrews were approved, as well as volunteer junior high cheer assistant Megan Steckler. The Edwards County School Board met last night. WFIW reports they'll seek bids for a new school bus barn to be built on land across from the football field with an estimated cost of between $1.2 and $1.4 million. Meanwhile, the 2025 tentative budget was approved to be formally adopted next month. The board purchased a new walk-in cooler and approved a new air conditioning unit for the weight room. A fundraiser for a new scoreboard at the baseball field was approved, and a $5,000 donation to the football program was also approved. Attendance is up in the district by some 8 students to 811 this year in Edwards County schools. That's compared to last year. And petitions for school board can be circulated today, 3 seats being elected in April in Edwards County. In personnel, the board accepted resignations from Whitney Short as teacher's aide and Panther basketball assistant coach Mike Kirkpatrick. They employed Heather Milligan, Heather Young, and Lisa York, as well as grade school cheer coaches Morgan Jones and Sheila Greathouse. Bus driver Bill Schwartzlos, Jonathan Henton hired as Edwards County Panther assistant basketball coach, and teacher's aide Tasia Ralston was also employed. This traffic alert, the State Department of Transportation announcing that the replacement of the 2 existing bridges of Interstate 64 crossing the Wabash River just east of Grayville in White County begins this week. The $136 million project will take place over 6 straight construction seasons, broken down into multiple stages. During the first phase, construction will be observed as motorists can expect lane closures on the interstate in White County. At least 1 lane will always be open in both directions. Work will include pavement repairs and construction of crossovers for a future traffic shift. That construction will wrap in early winter this year. The next phase, stage 2, will commence once the crossovers are complete, as traffic will share the eastbound lanes. Work will then consist of demolition of the westbound lanes and construction of the new east and westbound bridges. Work should begin this winter. Construction of those new structures will not be completed until the fall of 2028, with remaining work to be completed by the fall of 2029. More to come. A check of your forecast is next, then sports. We'll be right back.
Did you know Wabash General Hospital has a community garden? Our garden is open to anyone and everyone. Stop by and pick your fresh produce. The garden includes many herbs, cherry tomatoes, green peppers, zucchini, and more. The Wabash General Hospital Community Garden is located behind the WGH General Surgery and WGH Primary Care College Drive office, in between our employee parking. Wabash General Hospital. People you know, helping people you love.
Get your new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. New 2024 Ford Edge with 0% for 60 months and Ford F-150s with 0% financing. Go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. At Steve Faulkner Automotive, lease the 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee L for $459 per month and 2024 Ram heavy-duty trucks up to $11,000 off. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Welcome back. Time to talk weather. Told you last night it's going to sound a lot like a repeat this weekend. More of the same, except the temperatures will start to warm as we move toward the weekend. No rain to speak of, and we're not going to see any rain out there. It looks like for some time, at least through our extended forecast period. What we did see was a beautiful day today. 78 degrees our high temperature this afternoon. A cool 57 our low this morning. There you see the normals and records on your screen. Just a beautiful day out there. As we put the map in motion starting from earlier this morning, just not a lot of movement in terms of rain in our area. A few high-level clouds, so a partly cloudy sky will be possible throughout the nighttime hours tonight. Clouds occasionally moving through, but no rain associated with any of the clouds will be passing through over the next few days. You see that continuing even into Thursday and even into parts of Friday as well. We're just not going to see any rain make it into our area anytime soon. Let's talk numbers now for tonight. Overnight low temperatures will flirt with record lows. 51 degrees on the map tonight for the low temperature in Mount Carmel. Low 50s across the board. Region-wide, even a 49 up in Robinson possible tonight. For your highs tomorrow, another beautiful day. Sunshine, upper 70s across the region. Just a beautiful Wednesday. Not quite as cold Wednesday night, but still cool with lows in the mid to low 50s once again before we start warming things up. Mostly clear tonight, chilly, overnight low around 51 degrees tonight. And then your extended forecast, lots of sunshine, no rain, and the warm up. 70s one more day on Wednesday, then 82 on Thursday, into the 90s for the weekend. The heat and humidity returns for the weekend and early next week. That's weather. Sports is next.
You already know that the First National Bank is your real community bank, but have you met our people? It's the people inside that make us a community bank. We live here, we work here, we're your neighbors and your friends. When you bank with us, your money is reinvested in your community. At the First National Bank, our customers are more than an account number. People are the reason for this community. We're your hometown bank, serving the area since 1906. We are the First National Bank, where our people make the difference. Come see us today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Have your weather radio, have a flashlight with batteries in it, make sure your cell phone's charged, know where you're going to go when bad weather hits. Go to a lowest interior room in your house and wait the storm out. After the storm, if your power's out or if there's any kind of dangerous situation or anything like that, call Mount Carmel Public Utility Company. As you go outside to survey the damage a little bit, just make sure to stay away from down power lines.
Welcome back. Time now to talk sports. At the 11-team Robinson Invitational Golf Tournament on Monday at Quail Creek, Alney took first place on the boys' side with a .322, led by medalist Reese Glover with a .70. T-Town second at .324. Effingham St. Anthony third at .326. Lawrenceville fourth at .333. Mount Carmel fifth at .337. Fairfield sixth at .354. OPH was seventh. Altamont was eighth. Robinson ninth. Paris 10th. Marshall 11th. Meanwhile, Carmi at home yesterday. The boys beat NCOE with a .163. The girls lost to Massac County with a .212. The Mount Carmel Golden Aces will host the Edwards County Lions at Riverview Stadium this Friday night in a preseason scrimmage. Though an unofficial game, it will likely be the first time a Lions team has visited the Snake Pit since they lost to the Aces in the 1976 regular season. 76-0, but who's counting? The scrimmage starts at 7. Admission is a Gatorade. Meanwhile, the Golden Aces schedule has already been impacted by the ongoing shortage of football officials. Previously, the final regular season game at Lawrenceville, slated for a Thursday night, October 24th. The game at KZ Westfield was moved just recently to a Saturday, October the 12th. And now comes word the game at Robinson has been moved to Saturday, September 14th at 2 p.m. thanks to that officials shortage. We'll have all the Golden Aces games for you on my15news.com this season. That does it for us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow for more news. Kyle Peach from all of us at News Channel 15. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
News Channel 15, winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award for the nation's best community college TV station.